welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Animals and Pets with Partha. Today's episode is a little different. It's on our workhorses of this country. In this vast country of ours, we have a lot of hilly regions in Darjeeling, Sikkim, and then Kashmir, Nainital, and all the other places. Now, all these places, horses play a very important role for generating employment to the locals. There are hundreds and thousands of horses. Which was most people wouldn't be aware. I was in Kashmir recently, and I was in Pahalgam. And in Pahalgam, I interacted with a lot of horse people. In Pahalgam, they told me there are 14 villages which have 3,000 to 4,000 horses each, and which totals about 40,000 to 50,000 horses. And they take tourists up to Baisaran, which is the mini Switzerland of India. And it's really a beautiful place, Baisaran, which I happened to take a horse and go up. And not only that, I really enjoyed my time there. There is a ticket where you enter that place. It's a huge it's picturesque. And you have a lot of, you can have picnics there, and there are lots of people are with, there's called a Pashmina lamb, Pashmina, which they have long hairs, and this Pashmina, that soft long hair of the lamb, that's used for making very quality carpets and wools, shawls especially. Those are the rich people buy it. So anyway, they're also exported all across the country, and the pashminas, of course, is all over Kashmir, in the very colder regions of Kashmir. This pashmina sheep are cultivated, and not only that, they are sought after for their wool and, of course, for the meat. Now, coming to horses, these horses play a very pivotal part in giving employment to our locals, and it's their sustenance that they derive from them. As you know, our human society in India has become very conscious, and our government of India offers free ration to people who want it or require it all across the country. Millions and millions of people take this free ration all across. And apart from that, of course, there are other governmental agencies and governments, local governments, who actually also provide dole to families which require financial support. Now, what I am actually always been talking about animals, and will always continue to do so, because my life from my little childhood has revolved around animals. And I am an international dog judge, which has taken me to various countries of the world. And of course, but my interest is not only dogs, it is varied, and anything living, of course. There's so many people who are there to think about our human brothers and sisters. So there must be some people who actually think about also our voiceless, the animals that are part of our society. And our life is actually incomplete without taking notice of them. Now, you see so much of torture inflicted all across this country to all our animals. Even our animals for slaughter, they must have some dignity. They must be carried to the place of slaughter in a proper and decent manner. If they are exposed, they are tortured, they are overloaded trucks carrying all these sheep and goats and cows. Nobody to actually take note of them. And a lot of them, they're without water, they're without food. There's no way you can feed them. They're traveling hundreds and thousands of kilometers across the length and breadth of this country, and they are providing food for us. But we do not give them a dignified, treatment even in our last days. You see the chickens, they are hung from the cycles, and people are carrying hundreds of chickens in a cycle, and they are tied upside down, where their limbs, their legs would break, and they are in pain. But doesn't matter, because as long as they are living and they reach the place of slaughter, they are slaughtered. So this is the sort of treatment we give to our poor animals. The horses are half fed, and the horses don't have a proper watering trough. In earlier days, we had watering trough in all across the city of Calcutta, but they're no more. But the horses have reduced in cities where we don't use them as transport system, regular transport system, except for joyrides or times of marriages. But there are horses. What this little water troughs, watering troughs, which were meant for horses, they were decorations in the city. They were not they could be still used for the few horses that are still there. And now coming to places like Pahalgam and all across Darjeeling and all across places where the horses are regularly used, and you have this whole lot of horses, especially in Mirik and in the Darjeeling Hills, and then you have the Chaurasta, and you have other places, and then in Kashmir, plenty of places like Dudhpatri and Pahalgam and Sonmarg and other places where there are thousands of horses, and they accumulate every day. There are no water troughs, and not only that, those horses are half fed. Now, if we can give free ration to humans, why can't we give it to these horses? They're playing such an important role in our society, providing such gainful employment to thousands. Please give a thought. I don't want to take this video longer, but open your eyes. You as animal lover have a role to play to awaken our society and awaken our administration, awaken our government, and that they should do something to end the cruelty tended to these poor horses. Because today's topic, my topic, is about horses. The horses in Darjeeling Hills, where they are carrying stones and sand from small flowing rivers, the mountain rivers, and they are bringing them up for people to sell them and make a living. Now, if they can give employment to people, they need to be looked after. They should not look treacherous. They are skinny. They are half-fed. They are tortured. These animals need our attention. Please do think of them. And I think as a human society, as a society that is now respected worldwide as one of the fastest growing economies in the world, we are looking to trillions and trillions worth of economy. Why can't we look after our animals? It is a shame. I beg all dog lovers, I request you that please give a thought to these suffering animals. Thank you. Bye-bye.